everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of the Day's Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Grimm.
We are doing the deaths of the month.
For January.
For January. Is this going to actually release in January? I don't even know anymore because I can't keep up. It will drop in January.
I planned for it too because all these deaths are from January.
Sick, dude. Which also is fucking crazy of you.
Yeah. 5 deaths here, all crazy. And at the end, we'll rank them again.
Hell yeah, I like that a lot. Have we been getting... I don't pay attention to comments and stuff. Have we been getting feedback on the other deaths?
I don't know. Somebody told us to delete our channel the other day.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, I said, dude, great advice. It's pending deletion now. Fucking...
Oh, my God, dude.
Anyways.
Fucking commies.
Right. Producing the show today for us is Zach and Alexis, so we thank them very much.
Yeah, dude, big shoots. So if you see a random hand creep in from the left side of my frame, he's handing me a bush light. That's all that is. Yeah, thanks for joining us today, guys. And then thanks to you guys if you're listening. So I guess we'll, unless you got anything to open the show with, we're going to go ahead and...
No, I say let's eat.
Let's start this fuck party, dude.
Yeah.
So right off the rip, death number 1. How did Albert Camus die? Hopefully I'm saying that last name right. And we're back. All right, fucking Tom. Speaking of Albert Camus having Down syndrome, it's funny that so does Tom. But anyways, okay, so moving forward. How did Albert Camus die? In the afternoon on January 4th, 1960, French philosopher Albert Camus, author of The Stranger, 1942.
Great year.
And, big year. And The Myths of Sisyphus, 1942 as well. Doubling down on releases in the year of 1942, I dig it. Was riding in the front passenger seat of a Facel Vega, driven by his friend and publisher's nephew, Michael Gallimard. Strange name. Camus and Gallimard were returning to Paris after spending the holidays in Provence, France. Gallimard's wife, Janine, and their 18-year-old daughter, Anne, were also in the car. In the small town of Villa-Blevin, just over 65 miles or 105 kilometers if you're gay, outside Paris, Gallimard lost control of the car. As police later noted, Gallimard had not been speeding, the road was straight, and the pavement was not icy or even wet. These parentheticals are just crushing it, by the way. The Facel Vega nonetheless veered into a tree, instantly killing Camus and gravely wounding Gallimard. Janine and Anne were not seriously injured. The car was destroyed.
Right. And then if you scroll down like even farther here, what's funnier is he actually released a like note. He actually released like a they're talking about like he released an article where he was talking about how he didn't trust cars. Like, see, like, here's a conspiracy. Many years after the crash, conspiracy theories began to develop. In 2011, like, 60, 70 years later, an Italian newspaper alleged that the KGB had crashed the car. But the
fucking communists, dude! Those sons of bitches, they got him.
But in here it was talking about how like he like was always against riding in cars, and he actually had a train ticket in his pocket.
He was probably,
but they decided just to take a car back.
He was probably a big fan of trains. Go back to his photo. Go back to the top here. Yeah, go back to the top. All the way up there. Yeah, there's Albert. Yeah, look at this guy. For sure has Down syndrome.
Looks like an alien.
For sure, big train watcher. Big train watcher, I bet. That's just me speculating. Also, before we leave this Death of the Week for the viewers and for myself, can we open a new tab? Are you able to do that? Let's open a new...
Yeah, it's the plus sign on the top right.
Yeah, all the way to... There you go, that plus sign. Let's go to Google. Hit that. Yep. Let's go... Oh, no, just tap. Tap, tap, taparoo. Give it the old tap. There you go. Let's go search that car name. What was it? A Vega? Something Vega? Vega. I think it was something with an F. Vega.
You can probably just type car.
Car. Yeah, Vega car. Let's see what this thing looks. That's kind of what I was imagining, like a sporty. Yeah, that's kind of what I was imagining. Okay, sick, dude.
It kind of looks like the Gremlin.
And this is
in some of them.
Yeah. Okay, we can go back to the article. What year did he pass? Go back to the original article because we're looking at that one.
It was like 1960. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's pretty close. Those look like 60s, 70s models. Okay, so there you go. Died in a Facile Vega. Sounds like a fucking artery.
That syncope thing I got.
Yeah,
pass out.
Facile Vega syncope.
All right, let's go to the second tab. The
Rest
mathematical genius.
Yeah, let's go. Mathematical genius. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I should have shouted out our previous fucking source.
Britannica.
That was in Britannica. Yeah. Also, if you're watching this so we don't get sued, all the sources are in the show's description. None of this we are claiming to be our own. And give me a little zoom action here when you get a second too, please, Alexis. Yeah, zoom in, please, on the text. I'm old and my eyes are shitty. So here we go. Bring her back to the top here.
You gotta use 2 fingers.
Yeah, you gotta use 2 fingers. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 2-finger guy myself. You know what I mean? Here we go. We're gonna get through this. Okay, here we go. So here's our next article. The Mathematical Genius. This is per Pigs Piggs Boson BOSON.medium.com. Fucking this guy. Kurt Gödel was a 20th century Austro-Hungarian logician.
Yeah, I picked this article so I could listen to you stumble over all these words.
Thanks a lot, brother.
There's so many in this one.
Okay. I feel like I'm in Bible study right now. Logician, mathematician, and philosopher. He is considered one of the quintessential logicians. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Logicians in history, and has earned his reputation up there with Aristotle. His most notable work would be undoubtedly Gödel's incompleteness theorem. He is known for connecting classical logic, institutional logic, and modal logic, or modal. I don't know. He was one of the closest friends of Einstein and used to walk every day with him at the Institute of Advanced Study in Princeton. His accomplishments are so familiar to the world that it overshadows the fact that he had some irrefutable problems in his personal life. He married someone of questionable reputation, a divorced nightclub dancer, suffered several mental breakdowns over the course of his life, and his death was under some mysterious circumstances. He goes on to read, scroll down just a little baby hair here. His mental illness would eventually engulf his life. He was admitted to a psychiatric clinic and spent several months there in 1935. This is 10 years before the U.S. whooped that ass. He lived in constant fear that someone was going to make an attempt on his life. His close friend Moritz Schlick was murdered by one of his own students, and since then he had never been the same. Paranoia took better of him, and he saw everyone with a knife behind their back, as he believed that he is at risk of being poisoned. This guy is on the shit. You know, these are the mental renderings of someone that has a cocaine addiction.
Him and Einstein and all them came over during Operation Paperclip. And we're building the atomic bomb. There's a lot of everybody's being accused of being a spy. The paranoia maybe isn't that crazy.
And I don't want to split baby hairs here, but Operation Paperclip was post World War II.
Okay.
Pre-World War II, we did steal scientists from Germany, but they were all Jews and they were running because they were scared. That may have been the case with this guy with the funny last name. I don't know. That being said, he suffered from his first mental breakdown in 1934. This problem started with the symptoms as an inflammation of the jawbone from a bad tooth. That's a quote. An inflammation of the jawbone from a bad tooth. He spent a week in sanatorium Perkersdorf, not essentially a mental institution, but a place with calm aesthetics to reduce one's distress. By autumn, he seemed like he was back to normal until his second mental breakdown in 36. Gödel would recollect this year to be, quote, one of the 3 worst years of my life, end quote. His mental illness was getting worse every day. And we're gonna scroll. What happened? We still good here? Okay. So then it goes on to read, the wartime also didn't help Gödel's mental health. He was in Vienna during World War II. He expected due to his psychiatric condition, he would not have to participate in war. And he
I would just skip this section and we'll go down to, like, that's just some backstory there.
Oh, look at this spooky motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Damn. Jesus. Holy fuck.
You're going to see him in your dreams.
Dude, that's my fucking paralysis demon right there.
Yeah, that's
my fucking... Everybody else is seeing JFK at night, and I'm seeing fucking this guy. You know what I mean? Holy shit. Okay, is this where it gets good?
Yeah.
Okay. Despite being successful in his field, his personal health didn't seem to favor him most of his life. His paranoia took the better of him during the later stages of his life. He grew more and more suspicious of everything around him and even refused to eat food as he was in constant fear of being poisoned. He would insist upon his wife to taste the meals first to ascertain the food was not poisoned. Why are you married? Why are you married then, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, baby, taste this food for me.
Hey, if you're going, I'm going, honey. Okay, so his wife unfortunately was hospitalized due to her illness for 6 months. What?
Somebody probably tried to poison the food. She got sick. You know, I don't know.
What the fuck? So he was on to something, is what your KGB had a hand in this. I bet. he had the utmost trust in nobody except his wife. When she left him alone, he refused to eat any meals and eventually starved himself to death. He met a tragic end on January 14th, 1978, due to malnutrition with an abnormal body weight of just 65 pounds. Holy shit. Jesus, Murphy.
That's all we're going to read from this article.
Yeah, that's fine. That honestly, get away from this fucking picture because I'm going to have a fucking nightmare now, dude.
That's hilarious, though. Like,
actually, go back one more time. Go back to his picture one more time. Can I get it? Can we zoom in on this guy's face? Can you like drag it over?
Looks like Dracula from like the old.
Holy dog shit. That's horrifying, dude. That's fine. We made an effort. That's what matters. But if you're watching this on screen, you're just as terrified as I am.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Jesus. All right. That's enough of that. Okay. So, starvation due to borderline psychosis.
Yeah, this one's brought to you by stewardsociety.org.
Okay, here we go. History of the Stewarts. Love a good Stewart. If you are a Stewart Society member, please. Psych. Where do we start here? Damn. I love how I'm like on autopilot and I just start reading.
Yeah.
I'm like Ron.
We'll go
Burgundy,
back up
dude.
here real fast for the. There we
I'm
go.
fucking Ron Burgundy it, dude. The assassination of Regent Moray, murder of Lord James Stuart, 1570. Wow, you're really
nice little mural of the action.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
And then here we go.
I love some stained glass. Shout out to the Catholics. Moray was assassinated in Linlithgow on 23 January 1570 by James Hamilton in Bothwell Hall. None of these are good. Bothwell Hall, a supporter of Mary, as Moray was passing in a cavalcade in the main street below, Hamilton fatally wounded him with a carbine shot. Carbine, it's the same fucking thing. Carbine shot from the window of his uncle Archbishop Hamilton's house. It was the first recorded assassination by a firearm. That was going to be my first question was, Did they even have fucking firearms in
That's why I
1570?
included this. I thought it was
Holy
unique.
fuck, dude. Okay. The regent's body
Yeah, all
was
that dumb stuff is at the bottom. That one paragraph is all the juice. This
Okay.
is just talking about where he was buried, and they put a brass plate on his fucking grave and a stained glass window depicting his death.
It's gay. Yeah, dude. So hold on, go back up to the stained.
But like I thought it was funny that the cavalcade or whatever is that like what do they call it? The motorcades now, but since it was done on horse, it was caval.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's what that is. I'm so stupid. Yeah, and it looks like right here he's like, oh no, I've been shot in me chest.
But that's crazy though. First assassination by gun, 1570.
And honestly, he did it in real JFK
I know
style.
Yeah.
Out the window from the fucking whatever.
Yeah, the Noli grass.
The Noli grass. Thought it was the fucking library.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, in theory.
Library with the lead pipe.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Clue. Okay, and that again was StewartSociety.org. Moving on. Here we go. That's death number 3. We're going into death number 4 here.
Worldhistory.org.
Yeah, worldhistory.org. Gunpowder plot. All right, this was written 29 April 2021.
You're not going to read the subtitle?
Oh, Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes. Yeah, Guy Fawkes and the plan to blow up Parliament. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm going to love this. Dude, okay, let's get into it. The 1605 Gunpowder plot was a failed attempt by pro-Catholic conspirators to blow up the English Parliament on 5 November and kill King James I of England. Reign was 1603 to 1625. And the entire nobility along with him. Fuck yeah, dude. I fucking love this. The plot was discovered when one of the conspirators sent an anonymous letter warning a relative who would have been present in the parliament. At midnight on 4 November, Guy Fawkes was apprehended beneath Westminster Palace before he had a chance to light the 35 barrels of gunpowder stored in the palace's cellars.
It's hot.
Literally. Under brutal torture in the Tower of London, Fawkes revealed the names of his fellow conspirators, one might say co-conspirators, and their plans to cause such chaos that a coup de... I don't know how you say it.
Coup de what?
Yeah, basically a coup by forces favorable to the Catholic cause would be possible. Rounded up and also tortured, the guilty parties, including Guy Fawkes, were executed by the gruesome method of being hanged, drawn, and quartered, a fate reserved for those guilty of treason against the crown. Bonfires were lit on the night of 5 November to celebrate the failure of the plot, and this tradition continues today. An occasion on the date variously known as Bonfire Night, Guy Fawkes Night, or Fireworks Night. Jesus, dude. Dude, the English really fucking have it out for the Catholics.
And then one of the best parts of
Holy
this,
shit,
they
dude.
go through like the whole breakdown of all that shit, the discovery, the letter.
Yeah, torture and death.
But go ahead and go from like right here.
Okay, so Guy Fawkes was taken to an audience with the king in Whitehall, where he admitted why he had been down in the cellars with his gunpowder, although he refused to name his fellow plotters. Fawkes was then taken to the Tower of London and kept in a small room to await further questioning. He would soon be acquainted with the Tower's fearsome lieutenant, Sir William Wade, a man with long experience of wheedling out information from his captives by any means he saw fit. In this case, the king specifically gave Wade permission to use methods of torture, starting with the milder ones and ending with the rack. I think I know what the rack is.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yep. Is that where they like stretch your body? I think it is. Anyways, There followed 10 days of torture, the evidence of which can be seen by comparing the conspirator's signature at the beginning and end of his ordeal. Fawkes remained unrepentant, stating that the spread of Protestantism required a desperate, quote, desperate remedy for a desperate disease. And that's a secondary quote from Jones 279.
Right, but it goes down.
It is likely that Fawkes first had to endure manacles which restricted his movement, then leg breaks, Jesus, plates which crushed his legs, and perhaps thumb screws. Presumably still resisting, Fawkes, whatever, was then laid out on the rack where his limbs were slowly stretched and his ligaments torn from the bone. That's what I thought it was. Oh. Does it get better?
Yeah, basically they go to hang him at the stake after all or like hang him in the middle in front of all these people, right?
Yeah.
And
he died before they dropped him.
Yeah. So the final act was to cut the body into quarters. Some tried to avoid the latter part of execution by jumping off the scaffolding in order to break their own necks. So right when they were like walking him up to hang him, he just jumps off and snaps his own neck on the ground instead of fucking getting quartered out like a slab of meat. But it says his lifeless body nevertheless was given the full treatment. So even though he was dead, they just still quartered it out.
What year was this again? Can we go back?
15 something.
Oh, this is after the Crusades. But honestly, low key.
Oh, actually, it was. This was in 1605.
Yeah, It was 1605 to 1623, somewhere in there. 25.
But he died in January. The act of the trying to blow up Parliament was on November 5th.
It was there. It is 1605. Yeah, 1605. So bottom line is, I don't feel that bad about the Crusades anymore. I mean, dude,
the Crusades weren't Protestants versus Catholics.
Yeah,
though.
wasn't it it
was Muslims versus
Middle
the
Easterns
Catholics,
versus the Catholic. But still, I mean, like, God, that's brutal. Why were they so mean to each other, dude?
Yeah, I don't know.
And I thought all the King Jameses were all Catholic.
Yeah, that's why he was trying to be. That's why this guy was trying to kill him. Because it was a conspiracy theory against the Catholics.
So
and it was the Protestants.
My point is, why would Daddy James not have his back? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at.
Oh.
Why would Daddy James not
do that? Yeah, just give him the folk buck.
Yeah, just
because they didn't have the torture laws that we do nowadays.
Well, I'm just curious. I feel like Padre James the First, King James, Daddy James, whatever you want to refer to him as, from 1603 to 1625. I feel like he let us down here.
I just want to say this guy's name Fawkes.
Yeah, dude, I fuck with his name, dude.
I fuck with Fawkes.
Yeah, dude. Fuck with Fawkes, dude. Again, that's worldhistory.org.
This is the last one. Then we get to rank them.
Yeah, I haven't even started a timer, so I don't even know where we're at on episode length.
Let it roll.
Yeah, let it ride, Daddy. I'm not good with hand signals. I have autism. Okay. Let me get a bush light while you're over there, though.
Let's hit this next tab.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one. Oh, there we go.
God bless you.
Okay, where are we at here? Why don't you start reading for a second?
Scandalous facts about King Francis I, the Vengeful King. This was in April 2nd of 1494. Francis I of France is inevitably compared to Henry VIII. Both kings had big personalities, big love affairs, and big scandals that rocked the face of Europe. Nice little play on words there. Face fuck on Europe. But there's a lot more to Francis than just the similarities to the counterpart. From his unlikely accession to the throne to his brutal defeats and torturous later years, Francis did not languish in his neighbor's shadow.
I got it from here, Daddy.
Cool.
I had to wet the whistle. Okay, here we go. He started at a distance. So born Francois of Angoulême. I'm doing my best.
It's okay.
Here.
The Europeans love to fucking troll us in the comments with their uncircumcision.
I honestly, fuck them. I'm so tired of it.
It's the themes, not the times.
Dude, suck it. You know what I mean? Although that was dope, though. So Angoulême in 1494. The man who came to be Francis the First was never supposed to see the throne of France. His parents were from a minor branch of the royal family, and he was the great-great-grandson of King Charles V of France, whose reign ended nearly a century before Francis's birth. With that much distance, no one expected him to rule, but as we'll see when it comes to his succession crises, things are never
Bro, what's up
simple.
with dudes damn near being trans back then? Like, that dude is a cross-dresser for sure. Is that just because he's French? Yeah. Is it? No comment, Brian?
Well, I'm thinking. Hold on. Go back up. I gotta look at his face some more. You just hit me with a lot of questions all at once. Yeah. Now, see.
Well, his bra strap showing. Let's scroll down a little bit.
Yeah. So it's like a G-string for your chest.
It holds your breastplate, brother.
Dude, and look at these fucking bangs, bro. And honestly, grow a fucking beard or don't. That's where I'm at on this. Like, grow the fucking beard or fucking get rid of it. Like, God, and whoever fucking painted this, I'm sure, did an amazing job. So this guy just looked like a fucking asshat. Like, he looked like this.
Well, and then like as we go down here,
That's actually a valid point, though.
is this him again?
Yeah, that's this is after hormone therapy. I just got lightheaded. I laughed so
Dude
hard.
for sure looked like a bitch as a
Oh, God dang, dude. Oh, that's so brutal. Scroll up just a baby hair here. Just a little scroll up. Okay, here we go. 2, he experienced horrific loss.
kid. Of his balls.
Yeah. Yeah, of his fucking manhood. So before Francis had to face the possibility of inheriting the throne, he endured a dark twist of fate. In 1496, his father died suddenly. Francis was 2, and his mother, Louise of Savoy, was just 19. But instead of giving into grief, Louise stepped up to the plate. She took charge of Francis and his sister. Fucking dude, I'm so tired.
Margaretes.
Yeah, whatever. She prepared him for every possibility the future held, including an ascent to the throne. Also, real quick, before you scroll away, Louise of Savoy. Why did we fucking do that back then? Brian of Evansville. You know what I mean? Like, fucking so pretentious. The fucking Europeans, dude. I'm so fucking over it.
Oh, look, he upgraded hats.
Jonathan of Wales. He still kind of has a penis here. So anyways, he was in the right place at the right time. I'm not good with Roman numerals. What is that? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the 8. Okay, so Henry the 8th.
The next one's 12.
Oh, thank you, bro. Henry the 8th was obsessed with having a male heir, and he seems tame in comparison to Louis XII of France. Again, of France, who ascended to the throne when Francis was just a child. You need a beer, brother?
Yes, please.
Okay, hook it up, Big Daddy. Here you go. He's got hands. Thanks to French law, his 2 daughters couldn't take the throne, and that male heir did not appear. And God bless you. Are you?
It just says thanks to 2 daughters and French laws. It's like so pro male written.
You know what? The Europeans had some things right. No, I'm just kidding. That's I'm just trying to get more comments. And if you traced your finger down the line of secession, there was Francis with this ridiculous fucking hat.
Dude, he looks like a dog. Like, he got the dog ears. You know what I mean?
Bro, I thought I looked like a tired beagle. This guy looks like a fucking tired beagle, bro.
For sure.
The fucking hair, dude. Oh my god. Reed. Oh, God.
He did not know what the future held. Francis' childhood was spent in sort of limbo, waiting for a metaphorical axe to fall. Would Louis the 7th or 12th, I mean, have a son, thus regaining Francis to a minor position in the court, or would he die without a son, leaving him to be king? Well, in 1505, when Louis XII fell ill, it looked like he had finally had the answer. But Louis was not about to just let his name fall into obscurity.
For Francis, the crown came with a big condition. He pushed himself into it. Fearing for his life, Louis XII summoned his courtiers to his bedside and insisted for the good of the kingdom that Francis should marry his eldest daughter, Claude. What, I mean, he looks like a woman. He's marrying a woman with a man's name. Like,
yeah,
they were so fucking far ahead of themselves. I don't even think they knew.
Well, history repeats itself. So here in a couple of years, we'll be dealing with these same issues
with a bunch of tired beagles. So Francis was only 11 and Claude was 6 years old. Oh my God.
Yeah.
After some debate. There was a debate.
Apparently, the nobility allowed the two to become engaged, but Louis XII had another surprise up his sleeve. He recovered from his illness, at least temporarily, allowing Francis a few more years of freedom. I like how they were like, years of freedom to marrying a 6-year-old.
Is this the 6-year-old in question?
I don't know. She looks older to
That's a shitty looking 6-year-old, brother. It's a rough 6 years, dude. Francis would become the victim of his predecessors' plotting in more ways than one. See the potential union between Francis and Claude had infuriated quite a few very important people. That's because Claude's mother had plans of her own for her daughter, preferring instead to wed her to the future Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. This plan had been in motion long before Francis came on the scene.
Now it looks like Lord Farquaad.
And didn't end well. I wonder if he was looking at the painter and he was like, hey man, make me look...
They definitely shopped around. There's a lot of paintings on these. You know what I'm saying?
There is no consistency.
Every painter that painted him a picture, he was like, I don't like this, kill him. And then the next painter paints the same picture. Yeah, and he's like, you know what, kill him.
Fucking shaking, just trying to...
Right.
Oh, fuck, dude, I can't fuck this one up. He fucking killed the last guy.
Yeah.
He quartered the last guy.
Marriage wasn't the only thing that in the power had decided for Francis before he'd even hit adulthood. When Louis XII betrothed Claude to Francis, it set a stage for a feud between Francis and Charles V, as the paragraph above said. Long before either young man saw the throne, as we'll see, this would go on to have violent and disturbing repercussions for France when Francis when the throne hit him. They got married. Their honeymoon was short. Excuse me. Wow.
Tighten up, brother.
Yep. Here we go.
Tighten up. Is this where it gets juicy?
Yeah.
All right.
After tying the knot for the third time, Louis XII got the important task of baby making with his new wife.
What the fuck? Who wrote this?
In an effort that may have sealed his fate and secured the throne for Francis, on January 1st of 1515, Louis XII passed away at the age of 52. Many whispered that over-exertion in the bedroom is what took his life. But realistically, it was probably gout.
Either way, I like how they're like, anyways, it meant one thing. After years in limbo, Francis would become king of France.
Yeah.
Is that the death?
Yeah, dude, the old guy.
We got all the way through that for that.
Yeah. He just died fucking his third wife.
This is the 5th ranked.
Really? Let's minimize this and go to the notes. The notes have like a little preview about each one that I did.
Oh my God, that was so fucking horrible. I hate that I had to read all of that to find out he died of gout or erectile dysfunction. We're not sure. Oh my gosh, dude. Hell yeah. Let's hit these notes. All right, what do we got here? So here's the notes. Deaths of January.
Was the little screen easier?
No, this is fine.
You sure?
Yeah, this is fine.
I can't read shit.
So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got them all here.
Yeah, and so you already said the 5th one is King Louis XII.
He can stay down there.
Died fucking.
Yeah, he can stay down there. Overexertion in the bedroom and or gout. and I had to learn about this fucking transgender guy
Yeah.
for a fucking
for no reason.
for 30
The whole time you thought he was gonna die, and you're
Yeah,
like, I can't wait. It's
can't-
old Yeller times
Yeah.
France.
I can't wait for this fucking dude who's questionable about his fucking orientation to pass.
Who you got for 4 though?
Do you want to do it in reverse?
Yeah,
let's
'cause we
do
got
it-
5.
Yeah, let's do. Okay, so who do we got left? So
We have the first assassination by gun. We have Guy Fawkes. We have the mathematician that starved himself, and then we have the philosopher who died in a car crash, but he like had a train ticket in his pocket, but he decided to take a car last minute.
and he hated. Well, they say that he hated cars, and
Right.
that was.
And then it was
famous-
rumored that he was killed by the KGB. I
So-
think that's number 4 for me.
the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of lame.
Yeah.
Kind of lame. And like low key, like let your intuition
Right.
serve you.
Yeah. You should have taken the train. You already bought the ticket.
And you fucking hate cars.
Clearly not a.
Yeah, and you could have killed your kid
Right.
or your wife or whoever those other fucking retards were in the
Maybe
car.
he was a. And he was like, oh, it's 1940s. Just went through 60.
Yeah, 1960.
But still, you know, he was born during those years, and he was like, trains? I'm going to take a car.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
Still
don't know.
number 4.
1960 was like prime time. They were like thriving then.
Was it?
Yeah, they were like coming back hard.
Cool.
That's
Good for them.
all right. Anyways,
They're coming back hard
I agree.
now.
We'll go car crash 4 just because mostly it's boring.
Yeah.
Good observation on the train thing.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
think number 3 for
Possibility.
me is the very first assassination by gun.
There's no fucking way I'm letting that happen. No
No
fucking
way.
I'm letting
What's
that happen.
3 for you?
No fucking way I'm letting the first the firearm assassination settle at 3. There's no fucking
That's
way.
middle of the pack.
That's my 1.
That's your 1.
That's
Guy
my-
Fawkes is not your number 1?
No, guys.
Just based on the guy's name? Dude.
Firearm assassination, the first in the world of human history, of our fucking human
Okay,
history.
so what did you put in there? The philosopher that starved himself to death?
Dudes, yeah. So we've got, I'll put him at 3. He's my 3.
I could settle with
Can
that.
you settle with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna go the fucking night paralysis demon.
That's
Dude,
the guy that starved himself, right?
Yeah, that picture is like fucking burned in my fucking brain.
Yeah.
Oh god. He's number 3 for sure.
Which is hilarious. Like, hey, babe, can you taste my food? I want to make sure it's not poisoned. I know that I'm like walking around the house like a cat, afraid somebody's going to poison me.
He probably was dabbling recreationally with cocaine. So just okay. So in order from 5 to 3, we've got King Louis died. Fucking. We've got the fucking car crash. Philosopher guy, 1960. Number 3, we have now put
The guy who starved himself, the mathematician.
the night paralysis
Kurt
demon.
Gödel.
Yeah, he's 3rd. So that leaves us with the first assassination with a firearm,
And Guy
1570, and Guy Fawkes, 1606. Now rerun me through Guy Fawkes. How did he die again?
He was the guy that had 55 gallons of black powder explosives and got it underneath Parliament, but somebody ratted him out. And then he was tortured, and then he was supposed to be hanged, drawn, and quartered, and disemboweled.
And this is your number 1. That's
Yeah.
where you want him. And then the other one is the assassination.
Yeah.
And I want it at 1.
And the assassination's cool because it's literally like JFK, but in like the 15.
Yeah, that's why it should be number rock, paper, scissors. You want to settle it?
No, I'm cool with settling with your.
It only makes sense.
It's kind of funny. Like literally, like he knows the path of the cavalcade or instead of motorcade, and he's just like up in a window.
But bro, like,
And then you fast forward like 400 years later, and
did we find out the name of the guy that killed? Did it say the name?
yeah, it said the guy's name in there.
That guy is the GOAT. When you think about it, all other people that have ever assassinated somebody with a firearm, he was their predecessor.
Yeah,
He was their fucking brainchild. That's crazy.
it's kind of wild.
Yeah, so that's clearly number 1. And yeah, then Guy Fawkes is just gonna have to go number 2, man. I hate it because he's got a dope last name and he's Catholic. You know, he was.
Hey, at
fighting
least
good-
he's number 2 instead of 1,000. Hashtag Bonnie Blue. That's her name, right? Or is it Bobby? It's Bonnie, right?
Golly, that's the lady that blew all those dudes?
Oh, she didn't want to blow him. They
Did
all
she?
fucked her.
They were going in her?
Yeah. She was talking about like
No.
dudes like slipping on semen on the floor and like trying to regain their footing.
That's why you wear shoes in a situation like that, bro.
I mean, I assume most of them probably did have shoes.
Yeah, I'm not going barefoot in there, bro.
No,
Hell no.
no way.
You get fucking foot herpes, dude.
You get more than that.
You get fucking gout.
Die of exertion, being number 52. You know, just trying to get your footing.
God, dude, just a squirrel, man. Just a squirrel. Yeah, dude. So.
Oh, but that guy that died at 52, the lady he was fucking was 18.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah.
It just shows that, you know, when you're a king.
God, that's crazy. Also disgusting, but kind of crazy.
Yeah, so that's this month's deaths of the month.
Yeah, January's deaths. You know, like, subscribe, hit us in
All
the
these
comments.
took place in January too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. Crazy work.
I think I might try to do that more often.
That is insane.
Deaths from that month in history.
So yeah, if you guys knew of any of these 5, any historians out there that follow the fucking podcast, a lot of these are old stories.
And if you disagree
yeah.
with our rankings, you know, feel free to
Dude,
put
pop in the comments, or if there's a fun factoid about one of these that we don't know, fucking shoot it out, dude. If you have a better portrait of fucking that lesbian gay
Francis
king,
or whatever the fuck his name was.
if you have an actual better portrait that fucking better than the 13 that we saw today, that would be super helpful. Short of that, man, I think I'm all good here. Thank you guys for making it this far. Like, subscribe, do the whole thing. You know, thank you to Alexis for running the show. Appreciate you. And
thanks to Zach for handing beers.
Yeah, thank you, Zach, for handing beers. And thank you, Tom, just for being like, just for, you know.
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
Grinding, dude. Just, you know,
Glad you like these.
Being a child of God, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.
When the rhythm's right, we don't stop or bend.
Can't wear them very long.
We bring the sound of forever, amen. Lil Caesar talking, but he can't stand tall. Cause real ones rise while the weak ones fall. No peace tonight, that's the groove we like. The West gon' shine through the heart.